Hey guys, today I'll be answering a very interesting question. How do your parents set you up for your unhealthy relationships or for your toxic relationships? Of course, your parents or the people who raise you, you normally hold these people in high regard. Like we've been conditioned to kind of learn from them. And it's inevitable to learn from them because when we are young, there is no other way we can learn. We just learn from the adults in our life. And these adults will be our parents, our church leaders, our teachers, all those things. So when we learn from them, we learn some behaviors. And when we learn a behavior from them, this behavior becomes something like a truth in quotes, like an absolute, not absolute, like it becomes like a truth. For example, we learn from them, or it becomes a belief. And when something become belief, a belief is because it's something you live by. So let's say you were raised in a household where you were told that love is about persevering, relationship is about persevering. You were either told or you either saw from that household. So you saw your mom, dad persevering in an environment which is really hurtful. Let's say you didn't even encounter any kind of direct abuse. Let's say you just saw it from them, like all around you. Women are, let's say, doing these chores, and then men are doing these chores, and then let's say there's a place where, like, say, women are being mistreated or men are being mistreated, to always provide and all those things, to always feel responsible. So when you're raised in that environment, you end up picking that and then see that as how life is supposed to be lived. And when you see something as how life is supposed to be lived, it will mean that you will see no other way. It's like you're confining yourself in this box. That's what now beliefs are. Beliefs are boxes, which you do not even develop yourself. You develop because of your environment, because of the way you were brought up, and because of the way you or because of the things you picked up in your environment. So if you picked up, for example, in an environment that relationships are supposed to be a place of perseverance, there is no escape, or you have to really give, you have to impress others. Of course, what will happen is as you grow up, you will end up trying to impress others at the expense of yourself. Of course, lowering your boundaries, not caring about yourself. Like, nah, it doesn't matter as long as I make everyone happy. That's how life is supposed to be. That's what will make me happy. Of course, as you grow up, you'll end up picking relationships which are manifestations of those, which are manifestations of being controlled, or you overly giving, taking care of someone who has mental health issues, taking care of them because you don't know any better. You know that a relationship is supposed to be the same thing. It's supposed to be a place where you take care of someone else. That's how they set you up. Is because they come up with your beliefs. So all those beliefs you are carrying mostly are coming from your parents. They're not yours. Like, so even a belief, like an example is, why did you get married? Probably if you try to investigate this belief, you will realize that actually it's not even yours. You just found it and then you just followed along with it. It's more like sheep following sheep. Then the sheep will follow the other sheep. So that's what normally happens with this world. You see something and people are doing it for a very long time, you don't really question, then we continue. Because questioning these things may end up making you feel like you may end up being banished from the society, in course, because people will see you as this person who doesn't really care, doesn't respect their elders, or something like that. But maybe that's where life is. Maybe that's where life is, outside that box. So always question most of your beliefs, and you'll realize that actually they are not your beliefs. You picked them from someone. By just questioning that, you'll start developing new perspectives or thinking outside the box. And when you think outside the box, you'll actually start seeing that, why is it that some people are in healthy relationships and then me, I'm in a toxic relationship, and then they're telling me to stay, and they're not even supporting me when I want to leave? It's because they're also in their own boxes. So always telling those things, and see that they'll always set you up. And also another aspect is, don't blame them also and say like, oh, I was not brought up in this and this and this. Because as I said in the past, if we keep blaming, they will also blame others. They will also blame the world wars, the famine and all those things. They'll keep blaming the past. But now for you, let's say you found out about beliefs, or you found a video which challenge your perspective. Now start feeling lucky and say, like, at least I can now start my journey of challenging these things. At least I now know. Not now I understand. All the circumstances in my life are because of my parents. No, that is blame. But responsibility is like, now I understand. The belief I had that I must get married at the age of 30 is not mine. It's something I just picked up. And that belief is actually giving me a lot of stress in my life. Once you get out of that, you'll realize that you have choices in life. You can either do this or do that without being confined by beliefs. Hope that makes sense, guys. Households, relationship, family will shape you to attract toxic relationships, but once you get out of that, you'll actually have choice, and this choice will enable you to attract healthy relationships which are filled with freedom. Until next time, have a nice day.